I've gotten to hear how much Reefer Madness means to you and how it precipitated your move to LA. How did it feel being a bit nostalgic while also being a producer and getting to step back in with this family?
Well, when I first got the call to help produce, I was like, literally, great, whatever you need, what can I do? Their brilliant minds kind of had a lot of it worked out, but I was like, well, I'm based in LA, what can I do here? I was just doing anything everyone needed, and the feelings that I had were overwhelming when I was watching the cast rehearse and watching the tech, because I could not stay silent. I kind of just surrendered to it, and I was like, during tech and when I'm watching them test their mics, I'm just the person also singing super loud in the audience that is not on mic. Also, the music to the show is so catchy, and I hum it around the house, and now my kids hum it, and they don't even know what it means, but they hum it. So yes, it's a very catchy show, and it just feels good. It just feels good in your body.
What brings you out in support of Kristen tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just walking by and I saw this line. I love a red carpet. But then I also heard that
Free weed?
there's free weed and Kristen Bell's here and there's a musical. And these are all things I love. So, yes.
Well, while I have you here tonight, can you tell us what your next projects are? Like, everybody loves you. You're always so funny. I can't wait to see what the next thing you do is. So I'm sure all our viewers at home feel the same way.
I just finished a movie written, directed by Miles Levin about epilepsy. And it's actually pertinent in this evening as well because my daughter has epilepsy. And the reason why I'm such a fan of cannabis and weed is because the plant really was integral to helping manage my daughter's epilepsy. So, because CBD and medicinal cannabis has been integral to many epileptic journeys. So.
There are so many fans of The Lincoln Lawyer, and you just got greenlit for a third season. Can I ask if there are any changes in your character fans can expect for season 3?
Well, we shot the third season. I did 2 episodes of the third season and have now committed to doing the entire 4th season. Maggie and Mickey have had their journey, and they've gone through some struggles, and there's been a separation has occurred, and that lives out in season 3. And now that I've decided to come back to the show, there'll be a lot more.
Spencer, it's so nice to meet you tonight. How did you come about into directing Reefer Madness?
Well, I've been a longtime fan. I used to listen to the album when I was a teenager, always loved it. I've been involved in the production since 2019. We did a workshop in New York, and many years later, delays because of pandemic and other reasons, we have finally found our way for the 25th anniversary in LA.
Hi, Thomas. Lovely to see you tonight.
Nice to see you, too. Thank you for being here.
You look so dapper, much like your character.
My character is fully unhinged, so I had to dress somewhat nicely for this part,
Speaking of your character, how did your audition and getting involved with the project come along?
Well, Dan Studney and Kevin Murphy, who wrote the show, were my bosses when I was 9 years old on a Disney show called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So they and the musical have been in my life since its release, and they're an integral part of my life. And so when this revival came along, it just sort of was a discussion, and I feel very fortunate to be here and honored because I love the musical.
You get to play Mary Lane tonight for the next 5 weeks, which is so exciting. But my biggest question is, how did this audition come to you?
It just came the regular way. My representation sent it over, and I sent in a self-tape, and the callback was quite wild. I was actually paired with Anthony Norman, who plays Jimmy Harper, and we had a wild, fun time in the callback, and actually something that we did in the audition ended up in the show. So it's been a wonderful time.
What was the process like bringing this show to life?
Well, it was a lot of collaboration and having the writers really letting us know the backstory of these stories. And what was interesting is that there are new songs in this version and things that they are able to flesh out. And one of the characters is Sally, and she has a new song. So it really is a collaboration of their idea that they've had for over 25 years, and then any input as an actor. So it really was very collaborative, but even until this day, we still had rehearsals. So I'm implementing new things tonight that we shall see, and that's what live theater is, in a sense.
So did you and Claire first meet on Changeland? Is that how this came about?
No, I actually wrote the part in the movie for her and then was lucky enough to get to direct her in it.
That's That's so awesome because you also founded Team Unicorn and then went on to be on like DC's like all access situation they had going on for a while. How was it going from like doing like such popular internet productions to then coming and doing a film with Seth?
Well, the internet stuff was sort of like my passion project. I had already been making movies and TV for like a long time before that, but it was a lot of fun getting to do something that I like to do.
That was the best part of it. It was a bunch of friends. We got a bunch of people that all liked each other together to make a movie. And it got to be a little bit like summer camp. And I really liked the movie, so.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to get to talk to you about my favorite guilty pleasure in the whole wide world, Christmas movies. How?
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's called Once Upon a Christmas Wish, and it's a lot of fun, and there's singing and dancing. She's awesome in it. Our son's in it, and it turned out really well. We saw a cut the other day, so it turned out really well.
Oh my gosh, America grew up with you, and you are 16 now. Is that true?
Yes, I am. I'm actually turning 17 exactly a week from today.
How does it feel like leaving Modern Family now and like transitioning into like a teenager, going into more young adult roles? What are you excited for your career?
I'm very excited because I took a break from acting for a while, and I'm back, and I have a manager and a new agency, and I'm very, very excited, and we'll see what comes along. I'm hoping for something, or maybe even to do theater. I love theater. Yeah.
Is there like a genre that you're really interested in that you personally love?
I actually really like doing dramatic roles, and that's something I've realized over time. I like doing dramatic things. I like crying on screen and doing stuff like that, or I would love to be in a horror film. Or like American Horror Story, that's like a dream job.
Wait, so like horror, are you talking like Scream? You want to be a Scream queen?
Scream queen? I'd be down to be a Scream queen.